Hi guys. Well, today I wanted to talk a little bit about Quantum Break and the shitstorm that occurred when it was announced last week or the week before that Quantum Break wasn't just coming to the Xbox One as an exclusive, but it was also going to be released on Windows 10 on exactly the same day as on the Xbox. Now, a lot of people were getting quite annoyed about it. And initially I thought, well, maybe they're overreacting. Maybe they're just being whiny, pissant little schoolboys who want to have their little bit of plastic to be extra special so that they can laugh at everybody else's little bit of plastic. But then I went away and I thought about it a little bit more, and this is one of the reasons why I'm a little bit late to the party, apart from there's some other reasons as well, but I won't go into those here. And I thought, maybe they have got a point. Maybe there is something to be said for Xbox One exclusives. And perhaps them getting angry is just an illustration of how passionate they are about their hobby. So I don't want to get too down on the people who got annoyed about it and, said that Microsoft were lying and that, they should have released it on the Xbox One and had a little bit of time between it coming out on Windows 10. Because, that's their opinion. And I don't necessarily agree with their opinion, but I understand, to some degree at least, where they're coming from. They like their console. They look at the PS4, they look at the Xbox One, they see the exclusives, such as they are, coming on the PS4, and they look at the exclusives coming on the Xbox One, and they think, we're getting these exclusives, we're getting Quantum Break, we're getting Halo, and so on and so forth, Scalebound and all the rest of it. And now they're thinking, well, maybe Scalebound's going to be coming on the PC as well. But you have to ask the question then, so what? Is it really that important? Because I look at it like this. Currently, I haven't got a gaming PC. I always was a PC gamer up until about 10 years ago. And then I started slowly moving over to the Xbox primarily. And these days, I've got an Xbox, I've got a PlayStation, I've got a Wii U, I've got an Ouya, for crying out loud, and I've got the Nvidia Shield. So I've got a whole range of consoles. And I look at the PC and I think, well, given that I haven't currently got a PC, the fact that Quantum Break is coming out on the PC means very little to me in that sense. And then down the line, later this year, anyone following my channel has noticed that I've made a couple of asides about the fact that I'm going to be building a gaming PC. I want to upgrade my PC anyway because I want to be able to render quicker and so on for YouTube and various other things. So having a more powerful PC that can do the rendering is a good thing for me, and while I'm doing that I may as well go back and become a PC gamer as well, because I always loved PC gamers, and things like shooters, for instance, I still even now prefer to play on PC just because I prefer keyboard and mouse to the controller. But when I do get the PC, given the fact that Microsoft are giving the Windows version to anyone who wants it, who buys the digital version of Quantum Break, that's a win-win for me. If I haven't got a PC, I play it on the Xbox. If I have got a PC, I play it on the PC and the Xbox, because frankly, some of the time I can, in my current situation, play some of my games in the lounge because, well, frankly, I've got a kid and I don't want him seeing me playing violent games, and I don't agree with letting kids see violent games until they're such an age as they can appreciate them and understand what they're looking at. But that's another issue. But that means that it'll be quite handy for me to be able to come and sit in another room and shut the door and play with the headphones on. So it's a win-win as far as I'm concerned. And I do find it hard to understand how people can think of it as anything other than a positive. Unless, of course, you think that this is going to see the end of the Xbox. Well, is it going to see the end of the Xbox? Well, maybe, going on down the line, maybe we will see the end of the Xbox as a piece of plastic. I don't know any more than anyone else out there knows. I don't think that the next Xbox is going to disappear, and I think we'll probably see it sooner rather than later. I wouldn't be at all surprised to see the next Xbox inside 3 years. But Microsoft's strategy has always been to try and get Windows, or certainly their software, into the lounge, and the Xbox was part of that strategy. I don't see them moving away from that strategy anytime soon. And if you look at the way they're going, with cross-buy and cross-play, they're looking to make it so that their software and their exclusives, which they are making an awful lot of exclusives, okay, they're going to Windows and they're going to Xbox, but they are Microsoft exclusives. And it seems to me that what they're trying to do is they're trying to build an overarching ecosystem that they can get into the lounge, the office, your phone, so on and so forth. And games are a big part of that. I can't see that Microsoft are going to pull away from that, given the amount of money there is in that market. Games are bigger than films now, so Microsoft would be crazy to start pulling away. So maybe down the line we will see that the Xbox as a piece of plastic disappears, and maybe the Xbox brand will be integrated into TVs. I don't know, I'm speculating. But I don't think we're going to see the end of Xbox. Not at all. I think the Xbox brand is going to go from strength to strength. And you will have something under your TV or integrated into your TV that will allow you to play Xbox / Windows 10 games. And I don't see that as a bad thing, unless you're wedded to a piece of plastic and only a piece of plastic. If you can get beyond the idea of being wedded to a piece of plastic, then this looks like a pretty decent strategy. And going forward, you can see tie-ins of games moving onto phone and various other technologies that maybe we haven't even thought of yet, and that the guys at Microsoft know about and we don't. So I wouldn't, if I were you, if you're an Xbox fan, I wouldn't start thinking that Xbox is going to disappear anytime soon. I'm only a gamer like you guys. I'm not in a position to give you insider information or make some definitive, this is going to happen. This is just my 2 cents, as it were. But really honestly, I cannot see that this is a bad thing in the long term for Microsoft and for Xbox gamers. I think we're just going to see the Xbox brand get bigger and stronger with more games and, more importantly, more exclusives and more new IPs. I think that's where we're headed. And hey, come back in 5 years and tell me I'm an idiot. But that's where I think we're headed. For what it's worth. Okay, that's all I've got to say today. Give us a like if you like. Give us a thumbs down if you don't like it. Come and have a word in the comments. I appreciate hearing what people have to say. If you disagree with me, that's fine. Let's have a conversation about it. Nothing wrong with that at all. As I say, this is just my opinion based on what I'm seeing from Microsoft. And you may have a completely different take on it. And that's fine. So yeah, let's have a chat. And I look forward to hearing from you. Speak to you guys again soon. Bye.